time, give the algorithm time to catch up, because if you're, like you're saying, if you're constantly just going up and down an anthill, that PID is like, oh wait, it changed, oh shit, I don't know, shit.
Yeah,
and it's just going back and forth, and it can't really figure out like where it has to be.
Correct. You could have the best PID control in the world, but if you have too many variables changing at the same time, it's going to be crap. So that's why the electronic EPRs, I think, is the fix to a lot of this, because getting those SSTs close and keeping those valves more steady reduces the line pressure, because it's going to keep everything steady, and we're not hunting and loading up suction lines and unloading suction lines, loading up suction lines and unloading suction lines. And then it's going to allow the compressors to stop cycling so much.
That's another thing I want to bring up. So because you're giving a more steady superheat, because you don't have those changing variables, I've seen this firsthand. And I didn't think this had a lot to deal with it, but it does, because so in some of these racks, right, you're using other variables in order to control certain things, right? So like LMP, Septec, there's a couple other manufacturers out there that use a heat exchanger in order to de-superheat your suction line if the refrigerant starts coming back rich. Okay, and usually what it's doing is it's using the line from the gas cooler. I didn't think this had a lot to do with it until I worked on that trainer. And so the thing was overshooting. The TR was like way too high. So it was going up and down and up and down. And you could see it was actually, because it's so precise and so like just a smaller unit where like small little changes affect it, because that was going up and down so rapidly, it was actually affecting my suction of my compressor, because it was changing the capacity, because now your gas cooler is changing what's coming out of the actual gas cooler, and essentially affecting the whole enthalpy of the charge. So if you're having that low superheat come back, now that heat exchanger is having to open up, now it's changing the parameters. So that's another one extra freaking thing that we're just throwing in there that, hey, we're going to change this shit too.
Yeah, that's a huge thing too. But